Kogi Exco approves establishment of university in Okun land. Amban reveals its price charges for POS transactions in Lokoja. Federal government approves Ondo Deep Sea Port, grants operating license. Taiwan looms large as Japan prepares to host leaders. And Man City Thrash reel to reach Champions League final. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluent State of Nigeria. I am Jane Balagbubu. Good day and welcome to today's news. Kogi State government has announced the approved proposal to build the third state university in Okun land of the state's West Senatorial districts. The government also approved to acquire more firefighting equipment for the state and the rehabilitation of roads within the state. The state government approvals were delivered to journalists by state commissioners and the chief press secretary to the governor after the week's ESCO meeting held in the government house, Lokoja. Our reporter, Faith Abdugafar, has more.
After a comprehensive meeting of the Kogi State Executive Meeting, the state governor and the chairman of the Executive Council, Yaya Bello, approved the establishment of another tertiary institution to be located in Okun land, Kogi West Senatorial District in no distance time. The Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Wemi Jones, who briefed state government house journalists, said the approval is to meet the yearning of many young students who find it difficult to gain admission into higher learning across the country. He said a 15-man committee is already being inaugurated to begin the process with accepted approval from the authorities that govern the establishment.
The Council considered and approved the establishment of a third state university for Kogi State. The new university will be located in Kogi West Senatorial District, precisely in Okun land. The process will involve the inauguration of an implementation committee made up of 15 professors from all over Kogi State. The committee will be given the responsibility of drafting the university law, the academic brief, and the master plan for the university. The committee will also be saddled with the responsibility of recommending a suitable location.
When asked if the state government will be able to fund it, Wemi said it will be well planned.
Putting a university in Kogi West, precisely Okun land at this time, is just so apt. Funding, yes, is a challenge and it will continue to be a challenge. But we must take the bull by the horns. If we don't move, if we don't make an attempt, we can never move. But making the attempt, yes, it is a very audacious, but I can tell you that part of the terms of reference of the 15-man committee will also be to look at our sources of funding. We are already thinking of where the monies are going to come from, and I tell you that we will source the money.
While commending the decision to have another tertiary institution, the Chief Press Secretary, Onogu Mohammed, disclosed the government's decision to procure more equipment to fight fire accidents in the state.
Another decision that was made was the approval for the procurement of 3 modern advanced fire service trucks for the state. This, according to the council, was to mitigate or to make a rapid response to the distress calls from organizations, private homes, and general public in case of fire incident. And this is to kind of minimize loss or to prevent disaster that will always come up with incidents of fire disaster.
The Commissioner for Works and Housing, Sansin Baku, said the Executive Council also approved the repair and rehabilitation of major roads within the state capital, Lokoja, construction of the entire road network within the state Confluence University of Science and Technology, Osara, and beyond.
The ongoing projects, which reports were presented to the Council, the internal road of Costec, which was awarded to the CCEC. The job is in progress. We have reached an advanced stage of completion. Likewise, the ongoing project in Takwe, Okene total reconstruction. The road work is already at advanced stage, and the contractor handling the job is CCE Construction Company. Equally, the council approved additional work to be carried out at School of Nursery and Midwifery of Bangladesh.
The Executive Council meeting was the first after the State All Progressives Congress primary election that produced Usman Ododo as the state governorship candidate to contest the next governorship election scheduled to hold on 11th of November 2023. Faith Abdugafar reporting for MLC TV.
The Kogi State Association for Mobile Money and Bank Agents in Nigeria, AMBAN, Lokoja chapter, has reviewed its POS price charges. According to the Kogi Local Government Central Representative Joseph Sunday, there is a need to review the price of POS charges per transaction for deposits and withdrawals as a matter of urgency due to the complaints by most POS agents in Kogi State. Amban had her first maiden meeting at the Muslim Community School Lokongoma with several POS agents across Kogi State Metropolis in attendance. The meeting was chaired by the Kogi State Local Government Representative Sunday Joseph on behalf of the President of the Association with the appointment of other ESCOs who were inaugurated to begin their duties. Other matters were discussed as the association promised its members to partner with other parastatals like the Kogi State Internal Revenue Service, KGIRS, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, amongst others, as to ensure a smooth running of all POS businesses across Kogi State and its environs. The federal government on Wednesday approved the establishment of a deep-sea port in Ondo State. The Federal Executive Council, presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari, who gave the approval for the operating license for the port at the FEC meeting held at the State House in Abuja. The memo for the approval was presented by the Federal Ministry of Transportation through the Minister of Transportation, Muazu Jaji Sambo, following years of efforts by the Ondo State government to establish a deep-sea port, first at Olokola, which failed to materialize since 2004. The efforts were renewed by Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu-San upon his assumption of office as governor in 2017 and became intensified upon the appointment of an indigene of Ondo State, Prince Ademola Adegoroye, as Minister of State in the Federal Ministry of Transportation in July 2022, just about 10 months ago. Governor Akeredolu had submitted a proposal for the establishment of the port to the federal government with series of due diligence undertaken by both the state and federal governments. Conscience for Human Rights and Conflict Resolution, CHRCR, has called on fellow civil society organizations and media practitioners to sustain their integrity and adhere to ethics of their professions. Speaking a one-day program for CSOs and the media on ethics and integrity in the fight against corruption in Lokoja on Wednesday, Executive Director of CHRCR, Idris Miliki Abdul, described corruption as absence of ethical conduct. Miliki stated that ethics is a fundamental principle, while integrity is consistent uprightness and wholesome conduct. He stressed that ethics is important in governance as well as among the civil society organizations and the media, who were described as part of the building blocks of a vibrant democracy. He submitted that corruption is the absence of ethics and integrity. Miliki also tasked political actors to popularize participation. He noted that popular participation is an important part of democracy as it increases opportunity for active citizenship, increase equality of access to policy and decision-making. It equally increases quality services to the people. The program, organized by CHRCR in partnership with Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, had in attendance members of selected CSOs, women groups, religious and youth leaders, persons with disabilities, and media practitioners. Civil society organizations were challenged to meet up their game in the promotion of ethics and integrity. The Director General, World Trade Organizations, WTO, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has advised the federal government on the recent reoccurrence of young Nigerians relocating to other countries in search of greener pastures. According to Ngozi, she said most major states in Nigeria runs informal small and medium enterprises. However, if fully supported by the government, it can grow immensely and become a major contribution to the country's economy. While lamenting over the high number of Nigerians departing the country, she said the number may increase if nothing positive is done for young Nigerians.
I certainly know that some of the states with large cities, you have people running small and medium enterprises. But many of those activities are informal. Many of those businesses are informal. Now, what I'm suggesting to them is not to go and tax them immediately, no, to provide them services so they can grow, so that they can manage their businesses and then set sight a few years down the road, maybe 3 or 4 years, they can be properly registered, brought into the tax net, and that will enable them to tax those enterprises, not right away. Look, JAPA, many Nigerians I want to JAPA. We have, in the past 4 years, 50,000 young Nigerians with technical skills who have gone to Canada, just Canada alone. Another 20,000 are expected in 2022. The British have just given visas to 16,000 Nigerians. If the number mounts, we may lose 100,000 within the next year or two. And if we keep doing that, how are we going to build this country? Now, like I said in my speech, I am not telling young Nigerians not to go. No. This is a free country. You go. What we need to do is, I'm telling leaders, to make the country more attractive so they can stay. So if you JAPA, you will also KAPA. You will come back. That's my new word, JAPA and then KAPA. I JAPA'd and I KAPA'd to come and serve the country. So I'm encouraging young people to do that.
She encouraged federal government to make the country attractive with lucrative opportunities, adding that such will make those that has departed to relocate back to the country. Kogi State government says it has mapped out strategies to combat flood menace as the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has again put the state on red alerts. State Commissioner of Environment Victor Omofaye made this known in Lokoja. Omofaye explained that's moved by the devastation caused by annual flooding around Pata and Natako areas of Lokoja, the state capital. The state government commenced the construction of embankment along the coastal area. He said the embankment around coastal area in Lokoja has reached over 90% completion. The project, according to the commissioner, is one of the interventions by the state government to control overflow of water that usually leave many people stranded during flooding. According to Omofaye, the present administration has made frantic efforts at controlling erosion across the state through the just concluded Nigeria Erosion and Watershed Management Project, NEWMAP, project, adding that another World Bank project, Agroclimatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscapes, is ongoing and would also address erosion challenges. The commissioner maintained that government, in partnership with Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission, is working on controlling flow of water at Kotonkarfi that affected vehicular movement for days last year. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
MLC TV Online is here For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. And on politics, the Avoyi team for Ododo has taken its advocacy visit to the office of the Director General, Kogi State Government House Administration, to seek proper collaboration with the office to project the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate, Usman Ododo. The convener, who doubles as the SSA to the governor on electronic media, Avoyi Nwogu, said the team is passionate to ensure continuity in all that the present administration of Yahaya Bello has achieved. The Director General of Government House Administration, Orisha Umar Shaibu, who received the team, commended their efforts and promised to ensure the success of the party by counting on his many years of experience. He assured the team of playing a fatherly role and in his capacity provide needed support to make the team realize their objectives. Our reporter, Jennifer Odimayo, has more.
The convener and leader of the team, Avoyi team for Ododo, who doubles as the SSA to the governor on electronic media, Avoyi Nwogu, said the team is born out of the passion to ensure continuity in all that the present administration has done, and that they are avid supporter of Usman Ododo's ambition to ensure he wins in November 2023 governorship election.
Avoyi team will not stop at just talking on the Facebook or WhatsApp. We must put all our talking to work. We want to take hold of the airwaves, because here we have media practitioners, and we are taking up 30 minutes for a start to talk about him as a person, to project him. We won't single-handedly be doing this. We'll make sure we collaborate with the campaign council unit when inaugurated, to be able to gather information that they will want to dish out to enable us to have translation in Ibira, Okun, and Igala, to let people know what the person God has given to us is. And by the saying that, it will consolidate on the activities and achievements the Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Bello has achieved so far. We are not doubting the fact, because we know he's already in the system and he has the capacity to do that.
The Director General of Government House Administration, Orisha Umar Shaibu, commended the team's efforts in ensuring the success of the party. He has promised that by counting on his many years of experience, his impact will yield positive results. He gave the assurance that he will support the team by providing every needed assistance within his reach to realize their cause, which is canvassing for support and votes for the APC governorship candidate.
You will be, in the course of carrying out your activities, you'll be met with challenges, interest. You're campaigning for Ododo is in APC. Other candidates are there. They may have groups and what have you. I think I would advise that caution should be our watchword, and we should be very patient. Should tolerate everybody. We're not going for war, because all of us are co-guys. Tomorrow politics will come, and after contesting, the winner will emerge, and everything will be okay. By the time INEC leaves the on campaign and what have you, that the campaign should start, then we face the challenges, and we need to be very cautious of action. We need to be conscious of our safety too.
Other members of the team added their voices, thanking the DG for granting them an audience for his immense support to see that the team actualize its success for Ododo to emerge the winner on November 11th.
I have to thank His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Bello for giving us one of us, a man of good character, a very dedicated and loyal person. We have no doubt in our mind that he is going to perform by the grace of God. Adai, I know what you can do. You are a man of integrity with wealth of experience. We will need your advice. Always. We will always come to you for your advice, for your input, and whatever you think we need to do to be more successful. Please don't hesitate to let us know.
The only thing I will add is that the DG government house is a pathfinder. And since we are meeting a pathfinder, I believe that our ways are already true. Yes. The government of Alhaji Yahaya Bello has been so magnanimous. It has done well in all areas of development in the state. We can all see it.
The group promised to hit the ground running as they launch their maiden edition of the radio program in no distance time. Jennifer Odimayo, reporting for MLC TV.
The Presidential Election Petition Court has adjourned the pre-hearing of the petition against the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu by the Labour Party and his presidential candidate Peter Obi to Friday, May 19. Recall that Obi and the Labour Party are challenging the presidential election they claim was marred by irregularities and fraud. Justice Haruna Samani adjourned the case to May 19 following the failure of parties in the petition to agree on documents among other issues. A factional leader of Labour Party, Lamidi Apapa, was seen fighting over his seat in court on May 17. Apapa, who has been attempting to take over leadership of the party since the presidential election was concluded, got a favorable court ruling last week pending the determination of the party's leadership lawsuit by a federal high court. He was spotted fighting over seats reserved by members of the party. Eyewitnesses said he was confronting the Director General of Peter Obi's Presidential Campaign Council, Akin Oshutokun, and others at the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja. And on foreign, Ecuador's President Guillermo Lasso dissolved the National Assembly by decree on Wednesday, bringing forward legislative and presidential elections and heading off an attempt by opposition politicians to impeach him. Police and military checked-in riots guarded the National Assembly building from behind barricades in capital Puerto, allowing no one inside. Opposition politicians wanted to impeach Lasso over accusations he disregarded warnings of embezzlement related to a contract at state-owned oil transportation company Flopec, charges the president denies. A majority of lawmakers had backed a resolution accusing Lasso of allowing the corrupt contract to continue after taking office in 2021, although a Congressional Oversight Committee, which heard testimony from opposition lawmakers, officials, and Lasso's lawyer, said in its report it did not recommend impeachment. At Japan's Naha Air Base in Okinawa, the roar of F-15 fighter jet drafts the sound of commercial planes that share the same runway. 3 jets take off, one after the other, to start the day's training, mostly scenarios involving combat and aircraft interception. Some have gone on real-life scrabbles or emergencies calls to intercept suspected Chinese aircraft. These routine exercises have taken on a new sense of urgency, according to Lieutenant Colonel Masayoshi Tanaka. He said they are very nervous and has been facing airspace violations of Japanese territory every day. Chinese activities have expanded in number and quality. They involve UAVs, drones, bombers, and reconnaissance planes. There are many active aircraft carriers in this area. Naha is part of Okinawa Island chain, which is on the front line of any potential conflict between China and the self-ruled island of Taiwan. The territory, which Beijing claims and has vowed to take by force if necessary, has become one of the biggest flashpoints in the world, especially as tensions soar between the US and China. Let's join Jonah Malik for the sport update.
on sports updates, Manchester City delivered a relentless performance laced with outstanding quality to overpower holders Real Madrid and reach the Champions League final against Inter Milan in Istanbul. City have lost two previous semi-finals to Real Madrid but defeated Madrid with 4-0 at a joyous Etihad Stadium to now stand one step away from claiming the trophy that has always stayed tantalizingly out of the reach of Pep Guardiola's team. City will play Inter Milan on the 10th of June as they look to win the UEFA Champions League for the first time in their history. Still on sports, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has revealed that teams at the expanded 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico will be based in regional clusters during the early rounds to ease travel. Still on sports, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has revealed that teams at the expanded 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico will be based in regional clusters during the early rounds to ease travel. Speaking in Los Angeles to unveil the official logo and branding for the tournament, Infantino said move was prompted by the scale of the 2026 final. For the first time, the next FIFA World Cup will include 48 teams, up from 32, and will be co-hosted by 3 countries. And that's all on Sports Update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah, and to Joy Dada for the world of entertainment.
Welcome to our Today Entertainment News. I am Joy Dada. In Africa, Afrobeat maestro Wandeko has released his third album titled Legend or No Legend. Wandeko is a famous name in the Nigerian music industry as his music has contributed massively to the evolution of Afrobeats while also influencing several artists. After releasing 3 lead-up singles in Come My Way, Pepper So, Fit Lamidi, and Let Them Know, Wandeko has finally released his highly anticipated third album he calls Legend or No Legend. The 13-track album features guest appearances from Olamide, Wizkid, Fireboy, and American singer T-Pain. Still in Africa, renowned singer, songwriter, and photographer T.Y. Bello has released a new album titled Heaven Has Come. This has 6 studio album and is 20-track long expression of her work with God as an individual, a wife, mother, and a leader in the creative industry. Heaven Has Come is an ode to the beauty of heaven. T.Y. Bello paints vivid pictures of heavenly realm with her words, and her voice lifts the listener's spirit to new heights. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Joy, for the entertainment update. And that is the size of our package today. If you like what we do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, MLC TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV and MLC TV2, Instagram MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV1. For your events, coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join MLC TV online on weekends to watch our various programs: Saturdays 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sundays 6 p.m. Women's World, and Mondays 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a beauty, a happier, and a better society together. I am Gia Jane Balagbubu. Good day and thanks for watching.